Build it, Lord. Hey, you guys, how you guys feeling today? This is Adon. I'm in the house, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy your day. Like, how did he come up with that? I mean, you keep doing it, you eventually find stuff that you can really enjoy and you really like. But hey, it's almost New Year's. Hey, let's have fun. But anyways, what you guys doing out there? I know, that'd be cool. I can see you in there in your own house. I'm like, this is cool, but I can't. But anyways, what I want to say to you is, what I want to talk about today is my topic is going to be quitting my job in Compton. Compton, yeah. Compton, yeah. Compton. Man, I'm tell you the truth. It was a long time ago. I was working for this temp agency. You know, temp agency is when you put in the applications in, and hopefully they find you a job and everything, and they put the biggest bidder out there that can get your job and hope somebody like you and stuff. But the company makes money off of that. That's crazy. Like, you know, because they help you find a job, they get some commission of you working there. And that's crazy. They just help you find a job and you get paid. That's great. That's crazy. But anyways, I was working at these temporary jobs, and I don't, temporary agency it's all right. You know, it's not like a loyal thing. It's like only like 3 weeks, sometimes a month or 4 months or 5 months. It's money coming in, but you're not guaranteed no job. I don't know who came up with that idea. Like, guess what? There's no jobs. So let's come something we can help out people temporarily. And then, if we don't like them, then we'll let them go, big corporations call these temp agencies, they got people that they partner with that they like, hey, you can come work for them, and they get some type of commission. Especially if you get hired, they get a lot of commission and all that. Is it good money? It's something. Hey, I ain't never seen a good temp agency job, like somebody like, yo, man, I went to this temp agency, they paying damn good. But if you got the qualifications, they sometimes give you some good money. But you definitely gonna take a damn test to see where you at when you do a temp agency. And sometimes it's pretty good. Sometimes you can get a real damn good job in a temp agency. So I'm not going to frown upon it, But it is what it is. It got its goods and its bads. But when I was working at temp agencies, I thought it was like whatever, And one time, I was just needed a job. And I was putting in for this temp agency, and they sent me to this job out in Compton, and it was a warehouse job at the time, and I didn't think nothing too much of it, but they said all the time, they speak to you all the time. We got a temp agency for you, it'll help you out, you'll be good, you'll be there for about 6 months. If they like you, they'll hire you, so on and so on, whatever. And I was like, all right, then cool, but it was in Compton, and I was just like, okay, I don't really hear a lot of people working in Compton, but, if it was Hollywood or Irvine or something, downtown LA, Santa Monica, them are good jobs. But Compton, you got to be careful. And I went out there to that job, and I did that job. And this was my first Compton job. No, it was my first Compton job. And I went out there, and I was working, and they introduced me. I fill out the paperwork. They got me there, and they were like, my first assignment there was like, put the pallet on the truck. Every day, like, the pallet on the truck. I was just like, the same routine, like a pallet, thank you. Yeah, pallet, thank you. Pallet, it was so boring. Some warehouse jobs are just so boring. Oh, the same routine over and over and over. And I worked out there. They had like Chinese, they had blacks, they had whites and stuff, Koreans. They didn't have no Koreans. They had Latinos. And I was out there working. It was just same thing over and over and over again. And I was just like, this is not gonna be me. I'm not looking at my future like, I'm gonna be doing pallets, moving pallets for the rest of my life until I'm 50. Or wait 6 months after just doing pallets. Just like, this is not gonna be the business. And people say, you can move up in the company. I don't know, man. Out in like warehouses out in the middle of nowhere, especially in Compton and places like that, they don't treat you right, Give you like 10-minute breaks and half-hour lunches, and you can't even talk. They don't even get to communicate on them jobs, and they just work you like a dog, like you a slave, And I was just like, this ain't gonna be me. Nothing like that. And I remember when they told me, they said, Don, what's gonna happen is, when you work here tomorrow, and this is when I decide to quit. I'm gonna be real. This is when I decided to quit my first Compton job. And then they was like, LaDon, we're doing overtime and stuff like that. And I was, oh, that's cool, cool. And he said, but when we do overtime, we do it at the end of the shift. So if you're leaving at 15 minutes to 4, you get to know if they're going to keep you for overtime, mandatory overtime. And I was like, mandatory overtime? So you're telling me at the end of the damn shift, you're going to tell me I'm tired as hell, ready to get out of this slave ship, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, LaDon, you have mandatory overtime. Mandatory overtime, when they want me, it's mandatory each and every time. I have to. I was like, you crazy as hell. You're supposed to give me some insight, like let me know the next time before that day, hey, LaDon, we're going to have overtime. Do you want it? Or even ask me, it was mandatory? I'm not doing no mandatory overtime. Are you crazy? Now, if you ask me, hey, LaDon, you want to do overtime? It's up to you. Then I do it, but I'm not going to be like, I'm tired as hell. Can't wait to get the hell out of here. I want to go out and enjoy my time. You talk about this mandatory overtime. You got to do an extra 3 hours. You crazy. So I left. I said, bunk that job. Bunk that job. Bunk that job. And I left, man. I said, forget this. Ain't getting nothing like that. So I decided to go to another job. They moved me to somewhere in Compton. I tried another job in Compton. There was this another warehouse I went to. And it was huge and stuff, They're like, yeah, it's your first day. You gotta take off your stuff. They have to check you. Like, I was like, wait a minute, I'm in prison? Are you serious? No security guards, and the break room is locked up, and the microwave had a damn lock on it, and I was just like, oh, I really don't know. And everybody got to go to break at the same time. And I was looking at this job, and I seen, when I walked in, I seen this, it was huge warehouse. It was huge. And I seen people in this section, I seen people in that section, I seen everybody in the section, and everybody was like far from each other. Like far. Like, there's nobody could talk to each other. Like, there was nobody working with each other as a team. It was just like you're by yourself, stamping these things or typing these information into the system. And I was just like, and I looked at it. I knew, I was like, this is not going to be for me, but I try it. So what happened that day was that I did a little bit of the pilot. I was looking around doing the typing and stamping something. And I'm just sitting there like, the same routine job, nobody's talking. And when I talk, I was like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? Communicating with people, trying to build friends, build co-workers. Oh, you can't be talking. I was like, oh, what? I can't talk on the job. You're going to talk to me like a little kid. So the only time I can talk is at break time and at lunchtime. The main goal of a job is, as long as you're working, you should be talking. You should be, as long as you're good, as long as you're working and doing your job. What's wrong with talking? Seeing how people doing. But, I was like, oh, hell no. So I called the temp agency, and I was like, this job, you guys gotta find me another job. And the temp agency was like, Don, don't worry about it, man. Just see if you like it. Just try it for a day and see if you understand it and all that. And I was like, they convinced me. And I was like, okay, because I was thinking, I don't have no money, I don't have no job and stuff like that. So, went back to work, did a little bit more of the work, and at lunchtime, I walked into the break room. Everybody was quiet and sitting there, and I was looking at this job in Compton at the warehouse like, this is not for me. This is not for me. I don't give a damn if I get some money. I don't care if I have no money. This is not for me. And guess what? I left at lunch and never came back to that damn job. And the people for the tip was like, you quit the job? Like, hell yeah, you need to come on down here and check out this warehouse job. They ain't paying nothing, and then you can't talk, there's no communication. I don't know, man. Like, in like the areas that like they don't put a lot of money into, you gotta be careful where you work at. It's best to work like in rich areas where they treat you like a king. It's different in a rich area. People that got money like Orange County, Hollywood, North Hollywood, Santa Monica, all them good old places, they treat people right. But the people that don't have no money, like Compton and Watts and, Victorville, small places that don't got no money, man, they treat you bad out there. It's crazy. And I don't know, man. It's just like some blacks and some Latinos. I don't see a lot of Koreans and white people do it, but some whites and Latinos and blacks, they deal with it sometimes. They be like, man, it's a job, I was like, I'm not gonna be sitting here for another 6 months just stamping stuff. Like, yeah. Oh my God, ain't nothing else to do. I can't use no earphones, no music. You're just stamping. It's just like, I'm just gonna make me go stare crazy. Gonna be crazy there. Like, oh my God, no human beings around me. Some jobs, good jobs, they give you you can put them earphones in your ear, especially in the call center. You put your earphones in your ear and listen to some music. Have one ear. That put you allowed to put one in your ear and you take one out and you good. You can't put two, but you can put one. You can listen to your music and enjoy yourself and everything. And working them jobs that people don't got no money and they ain't putting no money in that area where you live, and it's not like you don't barely see no good restaurants and people that got money with nice cars and BMWs and Mercedes and stuff like that. If you see jacked up cars and hoopties and cars barely making it, run! Shit. I tell people, hey, I ain't gonna do it. But I see a lot of us just settle for jobs. Settle like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what people, that 80% of people hate their jobs. I don't really meet a lot of people that say, I like my job. I like my job. A lot of people hate their job. They hate their job. They're like, oh man, I hate their job. They just hate it. but they go to work and stuff like that. And then they go to work, they go to college to do all that to get a job that you hate. 4 years. Sometimes 8 just to get a doctor's degree. And you get a job that you don't like, but you're getting the money, but you're just like, I hate this job. Man, how do you feel every day somebody's messing with you and the job is just the same routine and it's boring and it's just a headache and it just messes with your mind in the long run, And a lot of people look at you and they just say to yourself, man, do what you love to do. Go out there and make things happen for yourself. You want to be a carpenter, be the best carpenter. You want to, you just can't give up, man. I'm going to tell you this story. This was got this guy. Now, just get off the subject a little bit. There was this man. He was a builder. He liked to build homes all the time. Build homes, beautiful homes. And he came to retirement, and his manager looked at him and said, hey, I need you to build one more home before you retire. And the man, he was tired. He was just like, man, I don't want to do this, but I'll do it for you. And this manager convinced him. He said, all right, then I do it. He's just like, I am tired. I built thousands and thousands on me. He's just like, I'm good. And the guy went out there to where he's going to build the home. He got the blueprint. He just threw the bathroom over here. He just nailed he put the cement, barely put the roof on top. He just half-assed this whole place. He was just like, forget it, And the last day he came back to his boss. He said, hey, I want to retire. And I already built the last home and stuff like that. He just like, he didn't give a damn. He was like, hey, who cares a damn, And the manager looked at him and said, hey, man, thank you for always being here and stuff like that. And working with us for all these years and stuff like that. But I definitely wanted to bless you. And he said, hey, the last home that you built, it's yours. He was like, what? It's yours. He was mad as hell. So you have to learn in life that you just can't give up, because that might be your chance to shine, So, that's just a little story that went through and stuff like that. But anyways, I was on that job and I left at lunchtime. That was it, like I said, and I was through. I was done with temp agencies, putting places and stuff like that. Especially a temp agency. You don't tell where you want to be at, they're going to put you in a place that you're going to be like, what the hell is I'm out here? But you can't settle for less. You got to settle for the best in life. Like my mom always told me, don't settle for pennies. If you don't settle for pennies, don't settle for pennies, get $1. But what I want to tell you guys is that it is what it is. In your life, you just grow and see what do you want out of life? And if you don't know what you want out of life, I understand people got to work, but it's the same routine that our other generations did. And stuff that what's deep inside you just saying, hey, I want to. Come on, let's do it. And you just putting it down going, nah, I can't do it. I'm not going to make it. And guess what? You your own words. You definitely ain't going to make it. And when you work at these jobs, why work at a job you can't barely make it that you don't like? It does not make no sense. It doesn't. Because you scared of failing? Hey, I heard in this book, failure is like failing, like a big old mountain. Then on top of that mountain of failure, you win. You succeed, but you gotta build that failure and stand on top and be like, yeah, I did it, But failure comes with just failures, you got to stand on it. You got to keep standing on it and keep going and standing on it and keep going. Because one day, it's going to stop that failing. You're going to be the best at it. But what I want to say to you guys, never give up and on your dreams and the passion of your life. A job is here for temporary. It ain't going to be here like it used to be back where mom and dad, 20 years, 30 years. County jobs, yes. But a lot of jobs ain't doing it no more. So go for what you want and believe in it. If nobody else believe in it, as long as you do. You know. But anyways, will I ever work for a job in Compton again? Hell no. Not in places that they don't put no money. If I see places that hey, nobody's barely here and it's out in the middle of nowhere, a lot of times there ain't no good money. So be careful with them warehouse jobs or any job. Always go over there where the rich people are at. They treat you way better. I don't know, but they do. I'm just telling you the truth. They do. I used to work for a job, and I used to get catering once every 2 weeks. We used to eat all the time, but they treat their employees good. I don't know. Rich people always got money to treat their employees good, but people that don't have no money, they treat their employees bad. I don't know. Like they get a low budget and they like forget it, you know. Especially contractor jobs. Really be careful, you know. But anyways, the day. Good time. And my name is Adon, and I enjoyed myself like I always do. You know, some videos are going to be laughs, some videos are going to be funny, some videos are going to be serious, some videos are going to be chill, some videos are going to be boring, some videos are going to be off the chain, some videos are going to be the baddest, some ones you're going to be laughing. But I really want to do the video I'm going to do, y'all. I want to do Purple Rain. You know, Prince, I want to do Purple Rain. And I think that would be a good video. But anyways, day. Good time. And I hope you guys do out there. Thank you for watching my videos. One day they gonna know me. One day you're gonna know who the hell I am. One day. Like Moses said in the Bible, one day my people will be free. Is that, I don't know. Is that Shaka? I think so. I don't know. But anyways, my name is Ladon. Bye.